So, if I remember correctly, we have to go to the the dark places, the investigation sector. So let's go and have a look. We've not been here before, I don't believe. So yeah, hope everyone's doing all right. Hope any of you who were pre-ordering Xboxes or anything today, hope you managed to snag one. I know I got mine. The countdown to November 10th is on. Oh, it's stuck.
Hello? Anyone here?
Same as
Guess not.
Same as last time with the Foundation DLC. This is all completely new to me, so there are going to be some times where I get a little bit stuck. But we'll work with it.
Seems a lot more crowded.
Why does she talk whenever I've already pressed the pause button? Mr. Kirkland, here are the latest agents confirmed missing, presumed dead from the containment breach yesterday. Agent Jonathan Connor, researcher Ezra Cruz, Caroline Dempsey, Lindsay Malcolm, Charles Murray, Derek Saar. Letters of condolence will be delivered to you to sign prior to sending them to their families. You'll be updated as soon as additional confirmations are made. Also, per your request, a network engineer checked how many cases were backed up digitally. Unfortunately, a large number of active investigations were not archived yet, and the only hard copies of reports exist behind the firebreak. They're lost, I'm afraid.
Rest of the bureau.
What have we got here? I can't even see what I'm picking up. Tractor supplement. What have we got? Miscommunication led to a local coroner examining the body of William Burr, William male Caucasian, 33-year-old man found dead in his property. Remains obtained from the coroner's office also include blood, urine, bile, stomach contents, bone fragments. Autopsy found he died of blunt force injuries to the head, lacerations on the left ear and cheek, and dislocation of the right knee. Complete avulsion of the right upper extremity with associated fracture of proximal right humerus. That's not very humorous. Extensive trauma, complete avulsion of multiple organs, including stomach, heart, liver, pancreas, kidneys, and portions of the large and small intestine, all missing from the scene. It's my opinion that Mr. Burr's death is not the result of a mechanical accident as claimed by authorities. The removal of organs is consistent with an animal attack. There's a resignation letter. Blank of blank 2019. To whom it may concern. It is with great anger and regret I tender my resignation of head investigations for the Federal Bureau of Control. I do this in protest of the rampant disregard for my department's blank. I'm assuming that's safety. My staff cannot continue to work in these conditions. Previous requests and warnings have fallen on deaf ears, so I must now rely on my actions to speak louder than my words ever could. I blame the situation on our blank, who has routinely ignored my requests for assistance in reclaiming parts of the investigation sector lost to the blank loose inside. I'll never forget the screams of brave agents begging us to open that firebreak. I will carry that shame for the rest of my days. The blank has failed his agents. I shall never forgive him for that. Sincerely, William Kirkland. I'm going to assume it's the director he's blaming. Was there anything of that poor guy that hadn't been mauled or missing? Seemingly not. Let's have a look, because there seems to be a lot around here. Staffing issues. Mr. Dennis, so yes, there's an increase in AWE cases, and yes, it would be a good idea to put together a special task force to examine exactly where that is. However, it seems that there's a tiny detail that slipped through the cracks. We don't have the damn staff. If you expect us to detect, investigate, and process more AWE cases, you need to give us more people. It's simple math. Between the staff we lost in the Hartman thing, Dr. Hartman? And the ones who left for other departments after Kirkland quit were barely managing to keep up with the workload. Hell, just filing the paperwork for all the altered items we left behind in the sector has been an ordeal. Another thing, and this isn't going to sound paradoxical, but we have an overcrowding situation. This lobby isn't meant to accommodate a whole sector's worth of staff. We put forward a motion to move investigations to a more suitable location months ago. It better not still be sitting on your desk. The people are getting restless, and as Kirkland's interim replacement, it's your job to handle it. Best regards, Agent Grayson. Okay, well, there's lots of reading. Cauldron Lake update. So this is where we're getting into it, the meat of it. To Chief Investigator Dennis, it happened again, third time this year. Something certainly has it out of our blank. Could be raccoons. The locals certainly complain about them enough, but how the hell would raccoons keep going after a monitoring station? Doesn't add up. Anyway, I've got the Bureau Tech going to the site next week to take a look. Next on the list of reoccurring problems is the staff at the Lake House Research Station. How am I supposed to effectively keep an eye on Blank Lake? I'm assuming it's Cauldron Lake. If they won't let me see any data. Hell, I don't even know what they're researching out there. We need to petition them again to share their info with investigations agents. It's only a matter of time before this blank hits again, and I want to be prepared. Anyway, if anyone at HQ asks why the Bright Falls report is a little thin this month, tell them it's because we couldn't take any readings. In the meantime, I might invest in some raccoon traps. Sincerely, Agent Estevez. Damn raccoons. So they're investigating something to do with Dr. Hartman. Is this more reading? I'm going to have no voice by the end of this. Underhill background. Dr. Rhea Underhill is a professor at the University of Woodrow in the United Kingdom. Is there a University of Woodrow? Where she teaches biology with a focus on botany. Dr. Underhill once worked with the Bureau as a parabotanist, stationed in the research sector of the oldest house. She served with no incidents or demerits and is praised by those who formerly worked with her, including Dr. Darling. Dr. Underhill has no connections to paracriminal organisations or any record of breaching her NDA since leaving the Bureau. Her civilian behaviour has been ideal, with the exception of an ongoing personal relationship with Dr. Darling that appears to have begun during the time as co-workers in the research sector, and revisited intermittently ever since. Depending on the duration of her work in the oldest house, it may be required to have both parties sign a relationship clearance form. This investigation has found no compelling reason to deny Dr. Darling's request to offer Dr. Underhill an interim position with the aim of finding a solution to the mold threshold issue. Oh, so those two are getting freaky, fair enough. Stop giving me things to read, please. Pair authorization with Dr. Kirkland. Blank was launched into the blank of Director Zachariah Trench. A recent change in blank witnessed in Director Trench, including aggressive blank when blank with other staff has been observed. However, this investigation is aimed at interpreting this issue rather than proving it. Notable blank between Director Trench and Dr. Darling has been witnessed by numerous Bureau staff, although both declined to meet for an interview on the matter. Witness accounts suggest their arguments centre around the Dimensional Research Wing and the blank kept inside. However, no evidence exists to confirm Dr. Trench's blank has anything more than interpersonal disagreements. This investigation concluded Dr. Trench's behaviour is not indicative of any blank and his fitness to lead is not in question. Oh, so they noticed he was turning into a bit of a dick before he got shot. Kirkland, I am tired of your blatant attempts to lay your incompetence at my doorstep. I know you want this to be true, but you are head of investigations. This failure is your responsibility. What did you think would happen? Holding a dangerous specimen in investigations? Oh dear. The containment sector exists for a reason. They are better trained and have better equipped for this type of work. In fact, they have admirably taken on certain AWE monitoring responsibilities that your staff are no longer capable of. This happens more and more now. And don't think your petty internal investigations have gone past my notice. You are a worm. Everything I've done has been for the benefit of the Bureau. The Prime Candidate program only failed because of Darling. You are both failures and plotting against me. You are traitors, but the truth will emerge out of you. You are choosing to become my enemy, Kirkland. You don't want to be. And that is Zachariah Trench, former director of Federal Bureau of Control. He's got a slight medical problem, let's just say. Most bullets to the head actually are a medical problem, but I am intrigued by what this.
It's not working.
Why aren't you working?
Probably a loose power core somewhere.
Is it up here? It is somewhere. Ethics investigation. We'll give it a read. Why not? Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, internal investigation P-142-9 was launched into the legality of the Prime Candidate Program, blank, by the Federal Bureau of Control. Since all known subject relevant to the investigation used executive privilege to decline interviews, very little first-hand information was gathered. However, anonymous sources and documentation declassified by Mr. Kirkland both paint an alarmingly clear picture of systematic blank and blank. I kind of get what you were getting at, Velvet Curse, last time we talked about with the blanks. Kind of want to know what they mean. Blank were brought into the oldest house and placed under blank examination and testing with the aim of appointing one as director upon maturity. Just makes it sound like they're kidnapping children constantly. This program has produced no successful cases and only resulted in traumatic blank of paranaturally inclined blank. Not only is this breach of the Ash Act, but it flies in the face of basic human. I'm going to say it's decency. This or rights, one of the two. The investigation team unequivocally blank the Prime Candidate Program and recommends that it be blank immediately. So they didn't like the Prime Candidate Program, I'm assuming. Tractor procedures, is that the thing that like murderized somebody before? A Frank Elk tractor, olive green, dry blood on the grill when last seen. That's a pretty nice rhyme. Item is capable of vocalized responses or growls and unmanned locomotion. Considered highly aggressive and dangerous. Why do I get a feeling I'm about to fight this? The item first came to the Bureau's attention after the death of William Burrow, owner of Burrow Farm outside of Trenton, Texas. Local authorities arrived on the scene after the employee found the mutilated body of Mr. Burrow beneath his tractor. Police arrived but were immediately driven away by the tractor. Panicked calls to federal authorities were intercepted by Bureau communication staff and a team was dispatched. Upon arrival, the agents approached the item and responded by growling like a bear. 3 agents were injured when they tried to detain the item. How do you detain a fucking tractor? Which escaped. Aerial searches for the item are ongoing. Speaking to Mrs. Burrow only revealed she had a domestic altercation with Mr. Burrow earlier in the night of the incident. Whether these events are connected are currently unknown. Yeah, because she has the ability to mind possess a fucking tractor. Okay, so am I supposed to take, like, maybe if I can... Oh, okay. So I get a feeling... Now I can actually take a couple of seconds without having to read. I'm supposed to steal this and throw it up here. And if I do that,
There. Now that gate should open.
that's the worst puzzle ever if it's a puzzle. Let's get ourselves in. I'm not thrilled about the prospect of having to fight a tractor. I'm not prepared for that.
I'm no detective, but something definitely happened here.
What gave that away? We have another piece of reading. The Blessed Organization. This group or individual has operated outside the Bureau's notice for decades, perhaps longer, displaying a level of skill and caution rarely seen in paracriminal groups. A review of the past cases has found various mentions of their activity over the years. In 2016, a production company called Blessed Pictures, that was connected to an altered item case. That was the thing for the movie camera in the I'm sure was it the Foundation DLC? Um, as well as the death of an agent from exposure to illicit paranatural materials. In 1994, a Los Angeles-based public speaker named Chester Bless was involved in illegal use of an altered item. In 1988, a business called Blessed Repair and Service was suspected of involvement with an object of power case, perhaps even creating it. None of these businesses or individuals have ever been located. However, their connection to the appearances of altered items and objects of power is too direct to be considered circumstantial. An arrest order has been issued for any persons believed to be involved with the Blessed organization. I like how they've gone back and kind of addressed that. You fought a tractor before, right? Are you saying the possessed tractors in Alan Wake are in AWEs? That would make sense.
Do we know each other?
Alan!
This feels familiar. I can't seem to... I've forgotten it. I'm sorry. My name is Alan Wake.
I hope you can hear that, Velvet Curse.
Who are you? Who are you? Do I know you?
I'm your friend Tom. Tom Zane. There's nothing to worry about.
Tom. The poet. The diver. You look different.
That was just a role. A character. The protagonist I played in my old film. I'm a filmmaker. An auteur like yourself. We're working on this together, remember? An artistic collaboration. You need a drink. Yippies.
Endless. Darkness. Nothing holds still.
But we're very close now. You've been riding. You found a way to escape. It'll work this time.
Riding.
You found a way!
No. I don't... Wait. There's something. It's my double. He's out there.
You mean Mr. Scratch?
Yeah. Nothing to worry about. I'm dealing with it. It's fine, my friend. Let me handle him.
You've met him? What the hell?
Now, come on. You misunderstand me.
Yeah,
It was Alan Wake, the writer who went missing in that AWE case I read about.
What I've actually
What's
done
he doing here?
is I've turned the volume on the desktop audio up a little bit.
Thomas Zane was with him.
So hopefully you can hear it
The
a little
poet.
bit.
No, wait. He was a filmmaker. I always remember that wrong.
So we're back here at the Ocean View Motel. Oh. What is going on in here? Yeah. Let me know if I could fix the volume at all a little bit better than it is. As I said, I've turned the game volume right up, so hopefully it won't drown me out too much. But oh, I'm turning off lights. That's bad, right? so I can't get into that. That's fine. That's something I can live with. Oh, this is open though. Let's use the...
Hartman, devoured by hungry darkness, became the thing that had been Hartman. Broke loose, killed everyone it could, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came, a resonance. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
Okay. Nice use of the word auteur in the game. All about an author having subjective control over collaborative creative work. Well, colour me intrigued. Let's just say this. Well, I'm safely assuming of the fact I can't get all the way over there, I don't think. I'm going to have to go... Can I make it through here? Because there's not a... Oh. Oh, you can see what's on that side. Oh. Hi. Don't mind me. Flying visit. I wish there was a way to defeat them. There probably is, and I hope it gives me something to do.
Creepy, damp, and abandoned. Why did Wake want me to come here?
It gives me something to do that with, I meant to say. Alright.
That doesn't look like a house shift.
No, it doesn't.
Do I even want to know?
Probably not. Let's leave him. It makes you wonder though why he's making them go to this investigation sector. There's obviously something held down here. And hopefully it's a new ability. That'd be nice. I mean, I don't know what button they're gonna put it on, but I can't pick it up. But it's also blue, and so I think that's like a level 3 mod. Oh, there we go. Oh. Hi. Have a whiteboard. Have an office chair. Anyone else want some furniture to the face? I can pretty much give them that. Yeah, there's... well, that's not office furniture, but... have a drinks machine. Have a co-worker. Why not? I get a feeling that my launch ability is a bit too overpowered at the moment.
Of course, the Hiss are already in here.
Although I say that, fully knowing for a fact that there'll be something a little bit more. What's the word I'm looking for? I guess tougher. Hartman arrest. Emil Hartman. Victims' names: Alan Wake, Tor Anderson, Odin Anderson, Blank, Rudolph Lane, Wendy DeSole, Thomas. I know they said Thomas Edison. Thomas Emerson, Blank. Special officer names: Special Agent Remy Dennis. Charges: kidnapping of altered individuals, count 1. Sanctions against altered organizations, 1 count. Obstruction of Bureau of Investigation, 1 count. And breaching of the Ash Act, 6 counts. Offender's property seized as evidence to be used in conjunction with an ongoing AWE investigation. Offender's personal effects have been sent to research for analysis. After being cleared by Bureau researchers, all victims have been released. Biannual surveillance orders were signed to each, except the Anderson brothers, due to their senility. And Wake, possibly deceased. Good to see the Anderson brothers still kicking along. Old gods of Asgard and all that. Foot gossip. Hello, my feet gossip at night and now I have to wear shoes to bed. Sincerely, me. That's okay. Fair enough. Is there a way around here? Oh.
Whoa. Looks like the house has gotten a little wild in here.
I didn't even realize this was a place to go. Jeez. Right, I need to get this godforsaken thing out of the way. Why? Why can I not? Do I have to go down to go up? I mean, that'd be funny, but she could fit through there very easily. I guess Firebreak is where we need to go. Because that's the place we were before. Filing and Processing Operations Center. I will admit, I'm a little bit... Construct Surge. Surge fires adhesive munitions that detonate when manually triggered, or if their timer expires. Oh, so this is the new gun then. I mean, I'll give it a go. Let's see how good it is. I'll get rid of spin, I suppose. Okay, I like that. That works well for me. Anything that makes boom is good. Because I'm unsure of how I proceed. Because this way is literally blocked off. So I've not been to service tunnel there.
This darkness is blocking the door.
Well,
So
use light.
now I have to deal with an interdimensional noise and sentient shadows.
Can I pick this up? And this is where Alan Wake comes in.
Burns it away, huh?
You should.
Makes sense.
I was gonna say you should know this, but she shouldn't. It's me who knows this. So, what I'm getting from this is that... Oh wow. Is that the whole investigation center has been taken over by the darkness then? And I don't mean the band. There won't be any things called love around here. No, we're back in here again, are we? Hartman? Huh. Oh, so that's where I had to go.
The third thing. The sound made darker, the darkness made louder. Hartman was stretched, like a worm through time. The third thing was a monster. Now he crashed out of darkness toward Phaeton.
Alan, stop writing this shit. I need a light. I don't have one at the moment. Interrogation complaint. Let's read this before we're attacked by a doctor. Kirkland, so you put me on desk duty because I did the thing I was fucking hired to do, my job. Wanna know what I call that? Bullshit. Asking us to interrogate these scum without using words like altered items or AWEs or paracriminal is the stupidest thing I've heard in my life, and I've heard some fucking stupid things. They already know the facts. Hell, they know just as much as us, if not more, and they get to sit there laughing at us while we dance around our words trying not to leak classified terminology. They already know the fucking terminology. If you think pulling me off that case will stop me, then think again. That piece of shit blew up the tracks. He killed those people, and all to make a train turn altered. We have him dead to rights, and you need to let me back into the interrogation cell so I can get him to flip on his buddies. These people are terrorists, and we deserve to be treated. They deserve to be treated as such. This won't stop unless we stop them. You can go ahead and put me on suspension and see if that slows me down. Agent Hewitt. Oh, Hartman.
Agent Fisher, day 6 inside the motel. Utilized surveillance methods are as follows. Fiber optic cameras slid under the individual room doors. Motion detectors in the lobby area. Tripwire, triggering a flash camera across the main entrance, even fingerprint powder on the front desk. Results are varying at best. Mostly just inconclusive and unusable. The footage is corrupted. Sometimes even the equipment is damaged. I don't know how exactly. I think this place is making fun of me. That's the only explanation. I can hear them laughing and screaming behind the closed doors. I can hear the call bell going ding multiple times a day, but when I look, there's no one here. I know I'm supposed to stay out of sight, but I've seen the doors closing just before I could catch even a glimpse of anyone or anything. They're messing with me, whoever they are. I think... Wait, shh. I gotta get this... the cable out. Come on, you fiber optic fuck, cooperate. Okay, there we go.
Is that it? I assume that's it.
All right.
Oh.
I think I might have finally caught one. Ha! The recording better work this time, or I swear to God I'm... What? Hello? Who's there? Oh, shit. I'm with the FBC. Move away from the door. I have a... Where's my...
I want to move away, but I don't think it's stopped. Oh, it must have stopped, surely. A black market hub specializing in the trade of occult talismans, relics, and other assorted ceremonial objects, as well as genuine, altered, and paranatural materials, was raided in Blank, Czech Republic by a team of special investigators. Unsuccessful attempts by by suspects to escape using altered items resulted in numerous casualties and prevented the Bureau from questioning all participants. The following interrogations reveal that not only is there a vast network of these retailers, but they seem to be gathering information on altered items and other paranatural materials from sources unknown to the Bureau. The Bureau's concern in here is threefold. A. There is a growing underground market for paranatural materials, which implies a growing awareness of their existence among a niche group of the general public. B. These criminal individuals do not seem aware of the items' paranatural powers, and their attempts to activate them could prove devastating if done in populated areas. C. The motivations of these collectors are largely unknown. Okay. NASA cooperation review. We've gone all the way to space. Following a NASA-FBC coordination agreement in 1972, the Bureau has provided NASA with numerous technological advancements based on our research, including the black rock lining now found in all spacefaring vessels. In return, all data gathered during space missions is made available for Bureau researchers to analyze. Recently, certain individuals have raised a concern that this relationship does not adequately benefit the Bureau, either intellectually or financially. A thorough examination of the costs accrued by both organizations has shown that the expense of NASA's recent launch of the Blank far outweighs any spending related to the processing and delivery of Blackrock. From its medium Earth orbit, the Blank will provide the Bureau with an unparalleled resource for remotely monitoring and photographing AWE sites, a resource that would be lost if the partnership ends. It is the opinion of the committee that maintaining a cooperative relationship with our colleagues at NASA is of vital importance. See, it's interesting to see how deep the rabbit hole kind of goes with the Federal Bureau of Control. Can I get in there? I guess not. What is all this here? It's more arty things.
Darkness everywhere. Say, this is the magic. The men stay up. The plants in here have died standing up.
It would help if I could see arty, it really would.
Ah, more plants. Alright, let's go make some new friends.